Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you can kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel as we get to deep dive today's game. Kindly subscribe. Let's get to the other 1,000 subscribers. And I'll really appreciate guys who support me as we start this channel of game analysis. So today we are analyzing this game, Chelsea against Brighton, and for sure this game was. Chelsea looked outsmart. Chelsea looked beaten. Chelsea looked like they weren't ready to play this game. So I don't know what happened throughout the game, but it felt like we even were the Brighton, like we were the underdogs, while Brighton were the overdogs. Yeah, we really. The game was at home, but the results weren't home. We get beaten at home. Players ain't showing much of an effort to get back. We give Brighton a chance to do a comeback, which for me it sounds awkward. Brighton coming home doing a comeback for us, which is, to be honest, it doesn't sound well. So on the 13th minute, Kanokalaga scored from a deflection, and that's I can say about this goal is that we were lucky. Were it not for the deflection, maybe the goal will have seen the ball and the ball will have been safe in the hands, but the deflection saved us. Afterwards, after the game, after we got the goal, we looked relaxed. During the 42nd minute, Danny Welbeck, who was substituted after Ferguson got an injury, came in and headed. This guy was subbed in at 39 minutes. In 42 minutes, he just scored. In a span of 2 minutes, the guy had already gotten a goal. Speaks a lot about us. It means we players weren't composed. Players weren't just giving enough. So we go to halftime. After some time, Lampard was able to make these changes. For me, it really didn't sound. How can you sub out Enzo Fernandez? Honestly, he had Pulisic, Enzo Fernandez, Fofana, and Sterling. Fofana was holding the game well. I don't know why. These subs, I don't know where the hell they came from. And looks like once we did these subs, things now weren't looking good. Because in these subs, which were done in the 57th minute, by 69th minute, I had already considered the second goal, which for me was a very easy goal. We gave out a very easy goal. The guy was able to drive in through the defense and was able to get a clean shot from miles away. Doesn't sound okay for me. We weren't doing enough. And even when we scored this second goal, it's like we already lost hope. We weren't doing much. Players weren't motivated. Players were just playing for the sake of playing. Let us dive into the lineups, because lineups is, I think it's what speaks the most. So for this game we were playing with the 4-2-3-1 formation. Which for me, Chelsea with this formation, with the 4 defenders backline, we don't look strong. We don't look like we can score. Because entirely this game we were entirely defending. We looked underdogs. The guys were always bringing the balls onto us. Mitoma was giving Chalobah a hard time. Let me just start with Kepa. Kepa did a very good job today. Were it not for him, we would have conceded more than 5, 6, 7 goals. Trevor today was good. I can't say. He was good in the first minute. Had some hard time with Mitoma. Mitoma was giving him a hard time, and he kind of had like some hard time. But as soon as when James came in, things changed for a moment, and I think the game, Trevor was able to relax a bit. But to me, he looked a bit strong, and yeah, he was good. Looking at the stats, he played the full 90 minutes, did 4 clearances, tackles, he had 4, and yeah, he was good. He was good, but not as good as compared to Fofana. Fofana played the best of his game today. He gave it his all. I think Fofana is one of those players who plays out with all his hearts, no matter what. He gives his all. That he's the type of player that when they come on the field, they play with all their heart. The next guy on the defense line was Badiashile. Badiashile today, he looked strong, but he wasn't giving his all. Honestly speaking, he wasn't giving his all. There are moments in the game that he felt like he was weak, that in fact, in some moments we weren't seeing much action from him, but he was great. Chilwell today, he looked good, but if I was to give an honest opinion, he looked average to me because he's not the usual player that we know. We know the type of player Chilwell is. He's a very good quality player. His quality is top notch. Today, we didn't see anything of that. If you compare the Chilwell we had last season and this season, typically, especially today, he was off the game. And I don't know even why. We are going to miss him coming Tuesday when we play against Real. We're really going to miss him because he's a very, very good quality player. And I don't know how it's going. Maybe you guys can tell me down in the section below, what do you think needs to be changed? Zakaria today, to be honest, I wasn't seeing much of action. At one point, I even thought that this guy was not in the field. He was not in the field at all. Enzo Fernandez, outstanding. Always outstanding. I love how he switches balls from side to side. I love how he's strong on the ball. I love how he shows his confidence. I love so much about this guy. There are so many praises. Some of those praises, kindly let me know in the comment section down below. This guy is one of the gems we have. And at one, I even felt bad when he had to be substituted. And when immediately he got substituted, I knew this was the end. We weren't going to come back from this game. And for sure, things looked awkward. Let's just see his stats for today. This guy played for only 57 minutes. Just get to see his accurate passes. He had 81% accurate passes. Long balls too. Ground duels. He won 50% of the ground duels. This guy was 1 over. And just look at, he doesn't do tackles. But dribbling, he's strong on the ball. He's just one of those players that you always want to see him play. Yeah, and that is his nature. And to be honest, we really love him. And now on the front three today, Pulisic, Sterling, and Modric. The front three, honestly speaking, didn't look strong. We looked as if the three front players. No, before let's go to Kano Gallagher. Kano Gallagher played for. He was strong on the ball. He showed his qualities, but there weren't much of. There weren't much of to decide the game. We were lucky. We were happy that he got the goal for us, but it wasn't enough to win the game for us. So, but overall, he was so involved in the game. We could see how he was making runs. He was trying to show his quality, and for me, I think he's a quality player. But at the moment, at the state at which Chelsea is right now, he's not good. So today, Pulisic. For the front three, Pulisic today totally looked lost. He wasn't even being seen in the field at all. I wasn't seeing any match action from him. I wasn't seeing nothing. There's nothing I was seeing from him. He was so lost until when he was substituted. That's when I knew like we had someone called Christian Pulisic playing. And there was a moment in time also he missed a clear chance. And he was trying to dribble, yet he doesn't have the physicality to pass through the defenders. I don't know what he was trying to do, honestly. Modric today was good, but at some point he was a bit sluggish. But there was a shot I can comment about him. He really gave it. He really made a good shot. Yeah, was so good on the ball. Sterling, I can say today he was trying to be the best, but unfortunately he couldn't manage. There are some instances I don't know. For me, I think Sterling is no good in terms of physicality. And also defense. When it comes to defense and physicality is not good. And for this lineup, he was defending most of the time. And he was also poor at also his defending. I don't know what he was doing at the back line. There's not so much involvement from him. There's no so much. We didn't see him driving the ball forward. We didn't see him being involved in so many occasions. So for me, Sterling, no. For the subs, James came on, and for once, Kairu Mitoma was a bit shut down, and that was something I can commend. He really managed the right back position well, and Trevor Chalobah had to rest a bit, and that was good from him. Yeah. I can't say much of the subs because they came in, and to be honest,